Hello, beautiful friends. Thank you so much for being here with me today. My name is Vivian. I just wanted to come on today to just check in with you guys to see how you're doing. I know in the last video we were talking about releasing the old and coming into the new. And let me just say that it is a process. Even though the video was posted last week, just know that it is an ongoing and unfolding process. And even this week, I just had one of like the most challenging weeks this year. So, we're continuously learning and growing and expanding. And I just wanted to get on and talk about a topic that's been coming up for me. And so I feel like this is very relevant to the collective. Later on in the video, I will do a light language transmission to assist you and assist the collective in the unfolding of releasing the old and coming into the new. And the topic that's been coming up for me has been about being a victim. And it is a very big topic, honestly. I feel like if not everybody has an aspect where they feel like a victim and that they feel incapable, they feel like they're powerless, that they can't achieve certain things. And, it's very painful to feel like we can't do something. And it keeps us stuck in this place. And it's like, how can I move forward? It can be very frustrating and painful. And I feel for all those who are going through that process. But I also want to just say that, it's very possible to move past this phase. But it is also very important that we come into the moment, we be very present during this process, because the transformation that's taking place inside is very big. And in order for us to integrate the new versions of ourselves, we need to be aware of what's going on right here and right now. And if there are certain places in your life right now where you feel stuck or you feel powerless, you feel confused and you're not sure what to do or how to move forward, and you're kind of in like that void of the death and rebirth, at this time it's very important to be present and surrender to the process. You don't have to know exactly what to do. You don't have to know the next step. You don't have to have clarity about the future. It's about what's happening right now. And I found that one of the most transformative ways to transcend, all of these confusions, the pain of the process, is to come back to yourself and to come back into your breath, come back to your center, and come into the knowing that it's okay if you don't know what to do. It's okay to be confused. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to feel stuck. What's important is that we're aware of it, we tune into ourselves, and we surrender to the process. And we say, okay, it is what it is. And I'm going to go through with this. I'm going to feel everything. I'm going to accept everything. And once you do that, you start to let go of resistance. You start freeing up your mind. You don't have to figure everything out. Everything is perfect the way it is, and we can relax. And that's how we flow. That's how we move through this. We've been trained that we have to make sure everything is perfect. Everything is good. We have to hide all the dirty secrets. We have to make sure that, we're always composed. But the truth is, we are human. We're here to learn. We're here to discover who we really are behind all of these limitations and beliefs about who we are. There's so much, like, how can anyone be truly perfect? But the paradox is everything is truly perfect in that moment. Even your humanity. There's nothing wrong with feeling confused and lost and scared and unsure, uncertain. Like, if we knew everything, we wouldn't have to, go through these things. But it's a journey, it's a process. And, if you're going to feel ecstasy, joy, satisfaction, you're going to experience dissatisfaction, unhappiness, discomfort. Those are part of life. So how about we just say, I accept whatever is coming up. I accept my mistakes. I forgive my mistakes. I'm here, I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm expanding. And this is all part of the journey. I'm not perfect. I'm not always right. And I'm okay with that. Another big aspect of being a victim is, for example, when these things and situations do come up and you start to feel lost and confused, it can be very dangerous when we start to judge ourselves. Why am I feeling this way? I shouldn't feel this way. I shouldn't act like that. It's not positive to think like this. It's not positive to be that way. And when we start to judge ourselves, we create this never-ending loop of suffering. and pain. And the best way to move about that, in my opinion and my experience, is when these triggers come up, these opportunities for us to learn and grow, even though they can feel very dark and painful. I said it before and I'll say it again, is to be present with it. It's to accept what is coming up. It's to be kind to ourselves. It's to know that we're learning and we're continually expanding and unfolding in ways that we haven't even stepped into. This is new territory for many of us. And, when you're stepping into new territory, you don't know what's going to happen next. You're not sure. But when you let go of resistance of how you think you have to be, that's how we can flow more. Let go of all these constructs of what you think you have to be. You don't have to be anything. You're just you, right here and right now. That is the process. That's the journey. It's right here, right now, guys. The thoughts and emotions that come up to be acknowledged and then to move through you. They're not meant to just continue to sit here in your energy body and be suppressed. When you start judging it and you start blaming it, it's like it's starting to come up and you're like, nope, I'm not liking it. I'm not trying to deal with this right now. And you start pushing it down and down and down. And that's how they stay stuck in your body. They stay stuck in your energy field. And you feel like you've been dealing with this issue for so long and yet you can't let it go. It's because we're judging it and we're suppressing it so much. So how about we let it come up, we feel it, be a free vessel for these things to come through, like a straw. And water is flowing through it. It doesn't matter if there's dirt in it. The water is flowing through the straw. Whatever is coming through with it, it's all emptying out. And the more you act this way and allow this process, the more you're going to feel free, the clearer you're going to be, the clearer the water will be that's flowing through your channel. And your energy will be more refined. You're going to sense and you're going to be able to detect these things a lot quicker and faster. And because you've dealt with it, you know how to move through it. You're able to navigate releasing all of these things a lot quicker, with more grace and with more ease. And there's another very important aspect of victimization, and I feel like it's very relevant in today's time and age. Now there is so much content online. There's so many people sharing their beliefs and what's true for them. And especially when we feel like we're victims and we're incapable of using our discernment and taking specific actions to achieve what we want, we can start to rely on other people, teachers, for example, spiritual teachers and gurus. They can seem to know a lot and have a lot of wisdom. And I'm not saying they don't, they do. We all have our own wisdom that resonates with us. When you give your power away to these people, you're scattering your energy. And so you also don't leave space within yourself for trust, self-trust. This game is all about self-mastery. It's about using our discernment. It's about developing our intuition, our trust in ourselves, our faith in ourselves. When we start to overconsume content and information, or excessive healings and excessive activations, buying excessive courses and programs, or constantly seeking out others to give us answers, that is a form of being a victim. You don't believe in yourself. I'm not saying these things are bad, but I'm saying when you overconsume, it can get a little foggy. You can start to feel a little confused. There are many different opinions and perspectives. And what's truly important is, what is your truth? What is your perspective? What do you resonate with? Just because you really respect these people, you don't have to put their words over your own intuition. When somebody says something that doesn't resonate with you, leave it. It doesn't matter if they're in a place of authority. You are your own authority. You are your own power. Use your discernment. Use your power. This is what it's about. This is about coming into your true power when you don't overvalue others over yourselves. So we've been talking about how and in what ways we can act like victims and be victims in our lives. And I wanted to share a little bit about some tips and tricks that can help you to overcome being a victim and transcend that. Anything is possible no matter how long you've been dealing with it. And I really believe this and want this for you guys, because it is very difficult to let go of the victim mindset and move into a more empowering state of being. The first thing I want to share with you as I have mentioned is to take a good look at in what areas of your life where you feel stuck, where you feel like a victim, where you feel incapable. And behind every situation, there is an emotion, a feeling. So when you think about that situation, what are you feeling behind it? And I very recommend that you feel into it, allow yourself to be like a clear vessel and let the emotions come up. You don't have to dig deep and like try and figure out what past life this is from. It doesn't really matter. There's a story behind everything. There's an emotion behind everything, and it's important to get into the emotion and allow it to flow through your vessel. It might be difficult depending on how deep the emotion is, where you might need to do it a couple of times for the same situation to allow it to fully come through, because sometimes our nervous system and our body isn't fully ready for that. But even 1%, 0.01% is still better than nothing. And that when you feel through that and your body and mind and nervous system feels okay, like I'm still okay, I'm still safe, even though we felt that emotion, you're going to be able to build the capacity to do much more. So it's just a journey as well. Everything in itself is a journey and a process. So don't rush yourself. Don't push yourself. Nothing has to be healed in one sitting or one session. But it's important to do it, to release these things so you can move forward. Another thing that has helped me a lot is using my voice. And my voice has changed a lot since speaking up and sharing my gifts with others. It doesn't have to be, like a difficult or like a big situation to share your voice. For example, if you have a dog who doesn't like people touching him or her, and yet other people try to touch him, you can just speak up and be like, hey, like, thank you so much. Like, I know like he's super cute and you really want to touch him, but he's uncomfortable with being touched. And if you want, maybe you can just like get on the floor, and if he feels comfortable, he'll come to you. But you want to start using your voice and speaking up for what you feel is true. And this means putting yourself first, putting your intuition first, putting your feelings first. Many of us have been trained and taught not to speak up, not to be different, not to cause problems, not to cause a commotion. You don't want to trigger other people when you speak your truth. But when you're silenced and you're not speaking your truth, it's basically your mouth is taped and you're getting punched in the face a million times. And how long do you want to sit there and keep taking punches? When other people are telling you what to do and how to feel, you're taking the punches. You stop the punches when you say that's enough. I'm going to express myself. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to share what's right and true to me. This is my boundary. Maybe you're not fully comfortable with speaking up yet. So some exercises you can do is singing, chanting, humming, anything where you start to use your voice a little bit until you feel more comfortable to speak up. You don't have to get on YouTube and start speaking and all of that stuff. But in your daily life, there comes a point where you do want to speak up because it sets the boundaries for yourself, for your own peace of mind. It allows other people to be able to realize like, okay, well, I can't keep taking her energy because she's setting boundaries now. She feels more powerful. She feels more strong now. I can't take advantage of that anymore. I really want to commend you guys for watching this video, as I know if you're watching this, then you are in the process of your awakening and letting go and, coming into your true power, coming home to who you truly are. It's not an easy journey. It can be very difficult, very painful, very frustrating, and very dark. I realize the deeper I go, though, to the darker places that is within, the higher I'm able to feel. I've done a lot of inner work and a lot of shadow work, and naturally now I feel more positive and more hopeful and more enthusiastic about life, and that life is worth living for. Life is beautiful, even in the dark times. And I hope you guys can see that. And if you don't, then I hope this next session of light language transmission will help you. And it's all about self-love. When you love yourself, you just start to respect yourself more and put yourself first and fill up your cup before others. And that's not a bad thing. We want to be able to feel good and be able to give with all of our light and love. We don't want to give from a place of scarcity and lack. So this is all about love. And I hope that it will help you guys. I just want to say I love you so much, and we are on this journey together. Thank you so much for co-creating this powerful energy vortex together and rippling this energy and frequency out to others who may need it and to the collective. So when you guys are ready, you can close your eyes and take a deep breath in and out. Kirata shiandaya atikirata siandaya atia. Hiata yoskuata atukuranda itikiasia. Hiu. Hiandaya takira tasiandaya atua. Hyashki andaya tokua yotokua yotokua. Hiandaya shk andaya tokua yata ir tasiki andaya a. Hiu. Hiandaya kurandaya atakira tashiandaya. Huaya shuaya atuaya kirandaya atira tayera tira tira. Ayo shuaya kuaya rat atiri. Hiandaya shiandaya atua tua tua. Hiandaya shirata atikira takura taka atukua yashiki indiaya. Hiandaya shirata siri. Hiandaya takayurandaya shikuaya tikirandaya atua. Hiandaya tira tashika ayandaya atakaya takaya takaya takaya. Hayo shuaya tokuaya indira tasirandaya a. Hayo shuandaya tira yu. Hia tayashia. Hiandaya tasiandaya taya. Hiatayo shuaira tayo tokoa. Ayandaya tayo tokoa yashuandaya takaya tokoa. Ira tayo ratayo ayo toyo. Ira tashirandaya ta atokoa. Hiandaya shuandaya atira tira 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 takashaya. Ayoto aya taratashkuaya tokoa. Ayorata yoshianda yer tarataro tokoa. Hianda yoshuiri. Hianda yoshukua yotokoa yotokoa yotokoa. Hianda yashianda ya atiranda ya karataya. Hayataya ya 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 doya ya. Ianda yoshukua yotokoa yotokoa. Ianda yashianda ya a. Hianda yotokoa 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 yotokoa. Iaratashia. Hianda yotokoa yotokoa yotokoa. Iaratayua. Hianda yua. Hianda yuai. Iandaya ataya. Hiroto yoto takaya. Iatiu. Hianda yoshukua yutukua. Iandaya tikiranda ishua taka atakua. Hianda yashianda yatira taskia yatukua. Ayukua yutukua 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 yoku. Yanda yashiki yanda yo atukua yitikira tasia. Ayoshuku. Yanda yotukua yoshukua. Hiata yakiranda yasikia. Hiata yoshukua yu. Yanda Yatayushkua yatakira. Yatayoa yatokoa. Hianda yashiki yanda yatokoa yira tasikia. Ayoshoa yotokoaya. They want to let you know that you are not alone, that you are very, very supported. They wouldn't let you go on this earth journey alone. It is a journey and they know that it is difficult. Hia kashka yoko ayo andaya atia. Ia toko ayo shu ataya ka atokoya atakiera. Tap into the wisdom within. That is where the guidance is. Huataya shukua. all that you are seeking is within. Hianda tukua yutukua 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 yutuku. Hianda yoshua yutukua. Hianda yoshua yataka yutukua. Hianda iratasianda ya atayutukua yashia takira. Irata yutukua 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 yutukua. Iranda yatukua yatukua tukua 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 tukua. Those who are trying to help you will teach you about your own power, not to seek power from the outside. Akayoshukua yatakaya takia. Iatayotukua yoshukua yandikaya atukua yutukua yutukua yutukua. They want to say when you come upon, for example, content that is empowering you, it is reflection that you are starting to step into your own empowerment. However, when you start to feel scarcity or lack or incompetence or not feeling good enough, what you seek on the outside will also reflect that. So your external world is a mirror for you to look at what is happening on the inside. They're saying there is no wrong in anything, but it just depends on what you're looking for, what you want, what you desire. So everything can be a teacher to you. And you are your best teacher. Hayatayo shukua. Love is the best teacher. Hiandayatakayo tukua yoshiandayatakoa. Hiatayo tukua yotukua 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 yotukua. Hiandaya shiandaya takaya 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 takaya. They're working with the energy field to help you to come more into who you are and see the light, the power that you are. Huandaya shikiandaya atukua. Although they can help you see a little bit more clearly, it is your responsibility to get there. They can't do it for you. The power is within you. That is the point. You have the power. Here, takayo tukua, yitukiri, sikiri, sikiri, andaya takaya tukua, yutukua, yutukua, yutukua. There's no rush. There is no such thing as time. There is only now. And what matters is what you do, think, and feel in this moment. They're saying, do you want to recognize the power that you are? Or do you want to keep continuing to see yourself and play the victim? It is your choice. You can choose to do so. And there's no wrong in it. But coming upon this video, it is clear that that's not what you choose to. You are ready to recognize the power within, the master within. You are stepping into another chapter of your life now. Where you are manifesting life situations, circumstances in a way that you want, in a way that is more aligned with you, as you begin to let go of being a victim. Once you come into your power, there's really nothing that you can't have. Your guides will assist you, just call upon them. Speak up. Hianaya takaya. Huaya shia. Hianaya takaya. Hianaya takaya. Take off the mask and the cover. Huanaya tukua. Huanaya takaya. That has been hiding your true self, your true desires. Hayatakaya tukua. Ianaya takaya tukua. Irataya shiandaya ayukua. They're blessing you with many blessings and strength. Huataya shiandaya. Iatayo tukua yataka. Iandaya takayo tukua. They're helping to restore more of your energy. Uataya takayo tukua. Iandaya tayo tukua yashukua. Iandaya tayo tukua. They're honoring the master within you. Iatayo tukua yatokoa. Hiandaya tukua yushukua yatakaya. And this being that's coming through feels like a very wise and powerful energy, frequency. Very masculine, and it feels like he's saying that you are just as powerful, that you are an equal. There is no hierarchy. Hiandaya takaya tukua. Hierarchy is for those who seek power. Hiandaya tukua yutukua. Shiandaya tayukua yatakaya takaya takaya. We are all one. Hiayoto andaya takashki andaya tukua. Iratasi andaya taya tukua yutukua. Iandayu wayu. Iandayu. Hiandaya shiandai. Hiandaya tukua. Hiandaya tira tasia. Iandaya ya. Hayataya. Iandaya tukua yoshukua. When you come into your power, you get to decide to do with that power, the power of love. And it radiates out to all that is, to all beings and frequencies and energies. And you uplift those naturally by being you. Hayashikiandaya takaya. Iratashikiandaya atokoa. That is the power of self-love. Iandaya tokoa yoshukua. Irandaya takia. And they're saying they depart this wisdom to you, and they hope that you can integrate it easily and effortlessly and be in nature if that helps you to do so. Nature is also a frequency of love and abundance. They're sending your energies back to you so you can feel more whole and grounded and still. Many blessings. Thank you so much to all who has watched to this point. I really appreciate you and I love you so much. And if there's any experiences or anything that you're going through that you want to share, please put it in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe if you feel this has been helpful. There will be many more to come. And thank you so much, guys. Sending you so much love.